Ow!
We're
Yeah.
live.
Oh,
We're live.
hello.
We're
What's going
live.
on? Hello.
Wouldn't,
We're live.
Oh,
Hello.
my.
wouldn't be gutter without some shocking surprises.
That's right. Wow. Let me just go and put out a blast to let people know the updated spot. We've
I have a
been.
question for
It-
Eleni and Casey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could you hear my burp? I just did.
No.
Oh,
No,
great.
but I wish I could.
Sitting pretty.
You got the
Great.
burp filter. You get burp filter activated.
Burp filter's doing real good.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Now if you can just
Casey,
send that burp to me in post. What's up, dude?
how are you doing?
Doing all right. I just ate scarfed some spicy pasta before this, as you
Oh,
know.
goodness. How
uh,
spicy?
Not
What are
so
we
spicy,
talking?
but spicy enough that
Pretty spicy.
I'm going. So if you hear that, I apologize.
Yeah, you don't have your sniffle filter on.
My sniffle filter on. Yeah, I need to download that.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
And then, after we upload the sniffle and burp stream, that's isolated the best parts of the show, if you know what I mean.
The sniffle and
That's right.
burp stream. Something about that really gets.
It's just gonna be
My
fast
skin
forward,
crawling.
just sounds of just the in between sounds that get cut out.
Mhm.
It's just that for good 20 to 30 minutes. The people will love it.
Gang, how the heck are you doing besides burping and farting and
Also smiling.
smiling?
Also smiling.
Smiling, laughing, screaming, crying.
If
Thumbs
you
up.
We
have-
had a technical difficulty.
Yeah, if we've
No,
got
we didn't.
anyone watching
Yes,
right
we
now, we had hilarious technical problems when we tried to go live in YouTube.
It was so
They-
funny, you guys.
They were
was
so
fucking
funny.
funny.
It was so funny.
We got hit with
It was actually so funny that it told us that we needed to wait 24 hours before we were allowed to stream. That's how funny
And
it
you know
was.
what's so funny
So-
about that is the joke was layered because I'm not even sure if in 24 hours we could stream. I didn't get any confirmation that it was successful. It was just like, you're gonna have to wait 24 hours, Buster. All right.
And that's it. Bye.
We got Hexavexagon in the chat. What's up, Hexavexagon?
What's up, Hexavexagon?
Our
What's up?
number one fan and chatter. Hello. Woo!
Whoa.
Hit me with the Ric Flair.
Amazing.
I gotta pull up this Twitch chat.
I'm very excited to quiz you guys on the quiz that I found, which I won't tell you anything about. And
Stream. What the hell do we have planned for the freaking stream that we're doing right now?
somebody tell us. Someone tell me what.
Wait, was I supposed
We're
to
doing
come up with
quizzes.
Oh, we're doing quizzes. We're doing quizzes. I failed the
We're
first
doing
question
quizzes
of the
for each
quiz.
other.
Yeah, we're on a Zoom call. No, we're in Discord chat. Don't crash it.
Basically.
You can't.
Not
But
to dox
If you
ourselves.
could, don't.
That's a dox.
Yeah, come find us in Discord, in the internet.
Mike, I sound so far away. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. It's my stupid Chungus life.
I got to play the Sprawl on Tuesday, and I get to play Seasons of Magic tomorrow. It's a good time for RPGs. Amazing. That's so cool.
Mhm.
What if
And-
what if we were playing an RPG? You ever think about what if we had a game that wasn't recorded? How crazy would that be? I've been thinking recently. I have been running games so long, the amount of times I've played as a guy probably can count on one hand. I want to know what it's like to be a guy. You know?
You really got to be playing as a guy.
My name's Gurn Torpin or something.
The amount
Oh,
of sessions
darn.
of TTRPGs that I played that haven't been reported I could count on two hands.
Yeah,
And
because you were in that celeb game with Steph
isn't that-
Curry and Wiz Khalifa
And Phil Mickelson.
Phil Mickelson.
but during one game I was a part of, it was like, it is so weird to turn off not just the production brain, but the part of me that was like, oh, I have to get the continuity right. Or it's like, oh, like what did we say that last time? It's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if I don't do a good job. I mean,
It still matters,
slightly matters.
Casey.
You can make
It
some
still matters.
very
'Cause-
reckless choices.
yeah.
Steph will get mad if you do not keep the continuity
Yeah.
tight, man.
But at the same time,
That's true.
Phil Mickelson really doesn't give a shit. He's just there to drink and snack.
Yeah.
There's got to be easier ways to drink and snack with your friends. Than...
Game
to
Master Dennis
Spoonface
Rodman is constantly explaining to him how to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis is getting pissed. Kim
Continuity
Jong
is
Un is
cage.
making wild character choices. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Someone in the chat said it sounded like I was far away. Chat, can you bark
I hear
if
you.
I'm not coming in
you're just-
loud?
It's just a little reverby, but we get, at least to us, so it's a good volume.
Good now. Thanks, Quadite. Meow. Oh, whale biologist. Being...
A whale biologist made a good point. For Ganon, you'd have to be one guy, not all the guys. So you'd have to
That-
commit to one guy.
That would be crazy.
Think about that.
What if you were
That would
one
be
guy
crazy.
who had a bunch of guys inside of them and
That would be the way. Yeah.
were like,
yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
they were legion?
Yes.
That would be the way.
Yes. He's overflowing with little tiny guys, and that would allow me to do voices and be a bunch of guys.
A
so
lot of
that's a little
Vitruvius.
workaround there, whale biologist.
Yes. At least 1 to 200 Petruvii and no more. No more. No, I said at least, yes, at least and no more.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we had technical
So-
problems, had to change up the stream at the last second, and we still got 35 viewers in the chat.
All right.
We have a
Hey.
patient
Come on.
and loving community supporting us. So for that,
Damn.
I say thank you. Zoomer style.
That's the wrong one. Yeah. K-pop style.
Can you make the smallest smile like this?
Oh, that's cool.
Really small.
I'm not looking at myself,
Yep.
so I don't know what I'm doing.
Everybody's looking
Like a
good.
rat. I look like a
Everyone's
little
looking nice.
rat.
Nah, you look like a
I
handsome
like how
rat.
it is.
Whoa! Thanks, player.
Everybody in the chat, go ahead and
little
make the
handsome
smallest
rat.
smile.
Make a small smile at the screen. So today we have a loose structure here. We're gonna answer some listener questions. We'll casually answer questions from the chat. But beyond that, we each found a online quiz that we will subject the group to. Some of us will
Well,
announce
we
the
each
quiz.
found a quiz.
Yes, we each did not collectively find one quiz, but some of us will say what the quiz is beforehand. Others will just get into the quiz and then we'll know what the quiz is by the answers that we get. And lastly, I just want to say I did find some very funny old quizzes in the Wayback Machine from like the 2000s.
Oh.
But I think because what's that thing that doesn't work on the internet anymore?
Flash.
Yeah, I think because of Flash, the quizzes weren't working. But there was one quiz that was called the Bitch Quiz, and then there was another quiz that was called the Bastard Quiz, and it was like sold as like this one is for the fellas. It was incredibly
That's right.
of the 2000s and hilariously gendered. And we will not be able to take the Bitch or Bastard Quiz.
This sucks.
But
But we may still be taking a hilariously gendered quiz. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it might even be from that time
There's-
period. I just don't know.
There might be one hilariously gendered quiz
did we
in a contemporary time period.
Did we
We're gonna
all bring
see.
gendered quizzes to the table? Well, and because I don't know what
proud of
my colleagues have prepared. but I do know what I have prepared. And shall I just crack into it?
Yes. Did you also say, and maybe I missed it, that we don't know what each other's quizzes are?
I did mention that, but maybe I didn't mention it very clearly. So let them know,
I'm also,
Lenny.
like, looking over here. Yeah, we don't know what each other's quizzes are, and we won't until the end of the quiz.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second. I'm getting this up in 3 tabs. We all don't have to do this.
I'm doing it.
I'm turning on notifications for this horrible website that I'm on. Okay.
Cookies,
Great.
yes. You can access my email.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can go crazy on my body. Fine.
You can go nuts on me, player. Just give my number a ring.
Okay. Chat. And friends.
Yes.
Chat, feel free to answer along on your own. I will not be submitting answers for you or even looking at it. So don't ask me anything. All right. What is your ideal weekend activity? Is it going on an adventure, practicing a hobby, making money, relaxing at home, or hanging out with friends, or none of these?
Oh, I like them all.
Sure. Okay. Making honestly, it's
Your ideal
making
weekend
money.
activity is making money. Just go out there
Okay.
and make
It's
some money this
okay.
weekend.
It's phrased in that way, but certainly, what am I doing on the weekend? I'm writing. I'm drawing. I'm catching up on this and that. It's a continuation of work, but work that I find more enjoyable.
Oh, okay. So, Gannon, is your answer making money?
Making money.
My answer is either going on an adventure or hobby. So let's say hobby. Yeah, let's say hobby.
Okay.
Nah,
hey,
let's say yeah. Okay.
Wait. Do you want to switch, Eleni? Last
No,
choice.
no. Don't let me switch. I'm gonna do that too much.
Okay, and Casey, just to be clear, it's relaxing at home, hanging out with friends, going on an adventure, making money, practicing a hobby, or none of these.
friends, absolutely. Final answer.
I forgot there was friends.
I just want to say this for
You
everyone.
would.
None of these would cover gooning. So,
Yeah, that's why I was
Working
like,
on a
well, I guess
hobby.
Oh yeah,
I said
your
I was
hobby.
making money, dude. Come on.
you making money.
Making money.
Okay.
Got a
Oh,
sight,
um,
okay?
all right.
Ultimedes asks, is there an equivalent to Scummers for gutter?
Oh,
we've
that's a
been
really good
saying
question, and it's
gutter
honestly
butts.
been debated quite a lot, and we do not
It
have
has.
a really clean, sexy little name.
Continue to debate it.
I'm saying gutter buds. That's what I've been saying. Gutter buddies.
Gutter
and gutter
buds,
buds.
Gutterlings.
But there's many names floating out there.
Greg
Denizens of the
Gutfeld.
gutters. Greg Gutfeld.
Greg Gutfeld. Oh.
Everyone is Greg Gutfeld.
No, Eleni, that's a bad
Hey,
guy.
I'm Greg Gutfeld.
He's a bad guy.
From the chat, WSB's leaves in the gutter is a poetic way. I really like that idea. It's like, what is in a gutter? It's leaves. The
Agree.
leaves. Oh, I'm a leaf. I love gutter. That's lovely.
I have a distinct memory of my childhood neighbors when I was growing up. They raked all of their leaves into the storm drain in the gutter. Like they were adults. They should.
What does that do?
It clogs, like it created a flood in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
And like
God.
multiple cars
Oh.
ended up getting stuck in the water. If my mom is watching, she remembers. Okay, are we ready for the next question? This quiz is 200 questions long, so we have to burn through them.
Okay, so we can't get
It is
too.
not.
We gotta keep it concise.
Keep it concise.
All right, go.
Okay, and the order is Gannon, Eleni, Casey. Okay, how would your friends describe you? Loyal, grumpy, hardworking, funny, none of these, or ambitious?
Gannon, you're first.
I'm first. Ambitious.
Boom.
Sorry, I thought I answered the last one, but I'll take.
Eleni, loyal, ambitious, none of these, hardworking, funny, or grumpy.
I would say funny or grumpy.
Depends on the day.
It depends on the day and the minute. Let's go with let's go with funny. Go with funny.
Boom.
I'm gonna go funny as well for lack of other adjectives. I feel like.
You could also say none of these.
Yeah, but I was still like, hold on, I have to answer my door. Sorry, but I'll go with funny.
He's got a poop order coming to eat.
Oh.
Hey.
Who is
Can I
there?
get a?
Who is?
Oh shoot! I don't.
what is
Fuck!
this?
I don't know if I should get 3 pounds of poop or 5 pounds of poop. I don't know. And you got 5 pounds of.
You
poop.
really-
He's gonna eat it.
I've been trying to get Casey to do pickup orders for those poop, because you can save on the Dasher fees.
Or just like find a friend who has a Costco card and be like, just give. Can I have just next time you're there, I'll pay you for it.
We are hemorrhaging
Costco food.
viewers, so just kidding. Casey is not ordering poop.
Casey has left. Everybody has left.
Do you think Casey is just stalling for time so he can figure out how to answer? All right, there he is.
There he is.
Sorry, I was
the answer we've
ordering
all
poop
been waiting for.
Or whatever.
Casey, are you described by your friends as loyal, ambitious, hardworking, funny, grumpy, or none of
I
these?
answered.
Oh, funny. You said funny, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm described by my friends as
And it
forgetful
was so
and
funny
bad at
that
listening.
He left immediately.
Yeah.
He left us on a joke.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, I've already taken this.
Funny.
I'll tell you what I got once we do the results. Eleni, how do you handle stress? Do you laugh it off, find a solution, think about the cost, complain about it, or take a nap?
Oh my god, I complain about it and I take a nap. I complain about it, and what's the other one about the cost?
Think about the cost.
Oh. Where's the one for panicking? Let's say complain about it. That'll be right.
All right.
I'm not calm and collected.
Gannon, how do you handle stress? Do you find a solution? Do you think about the cost? Do you complain about it? Do you laugh it off? Do you take a nap?
I
What?
find
what?
a solution.
You find a solution. You totally cut out, so it sounded like you just said, I shin.
I was Mayor Shin. I was Mayor Shin from The Music Man.
That's right. I was Mayor Shin, the Music Man Jr.
Okay, and Casey, how do you handle stress?
Good night, slacker. Sorry.
Complain about it for sure.
Yep.
Complain about it. Yep. Sorry.
That is, yeah, that's understandable. Okay,
They don't look. They don't call it Casey's quiet moments. They call it Casey's fraught
It's
moments.
fraught moments.
That's right. That's right.
Look, they ain't fraught if you can't hear them. If a Casey has a fraught moment and no one hears it, was it really that fraught?
That's right.
okay, I am skipping this question because it's revealing. Okay, what's your favorite type of food? Whatever is available, sweets, fast food, gourmet cuisine, something healthy, or none of these?
Available, because I'm freaking married. Look, when it's dinner time, hey, what do you want to eat? Oh, how about this? The other person says, how about that? I go, great. Great. I'm cool. I'm easy. Sorry, too long an answer.
No, that was a perfect
Casey,
No,
answer.
that was a great answer.
Eleni?
Gourmet cuisine, 100%.
I knew that, but I wanted to give
Meal.
you the agency of answering.
Thank you.
And Casey, sweets, gourmet cuisine, fast food, whatever's available, something healthy, or none of these.
And what was the exact question again? It was.
What's your favorite type of food?
Look, it would be a step above. It would be a step above fast food. I'm not going fast food, so it's got to be sweets. It's got to be sweets because there's not a day in which I'm not wanting sweets of some kind. of some variety.
Okay. Which
Is,
sea...
is frauding eating poop?
No, it's not.
I'm answering a question on stream. It's not a question, but they're
No
asking
one's
if
doing
Casey's frauding
that.
on stream. But
Oh.
I don't believe
Fruit.
frauding is eating poop.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
I used to know.
I'm gonna
I
go
remember
with
there being discourse about what frauding is, but I forgot what.
Is it
frauding
something with two wieners?
Yeah,
I think it
Isn't
involves wieners.
is it like? It's like it's.
that. Yeah,
grinding,
yeah. It's
basically.
like this.
Okay.
I don't really
Nice.
know exactly
Yeah,
what,
okay.
but you know.
This is the true
Okay.
quiz. The quiz the audience
Happy
gives us
Dance
about what different sex acts mean. Okay, which sea creature?
Yeah, Casey is doing that right now. There's a
I am
little man
frauding.
underneath the
Okay.
underneath the desk, and he's
Grind.
having his
Okay.
pleasures. It's the only way we can get
What
him to
I did
stream.
was very silly.
The frauding question comes later, so please hold your horses. We have to get
Okay,
through this
okay,
quiz.
okay.
We're only 27% of the way through. Okay,
Oh my god.
which sea creature do you relate to the most? Dolphin, shark, octopus, turtle, starfish, or none of these?
So they're smart. Trying not to eat them anymore because they're so smart, but it's hard because I imagine when I think about eating octopuses, I imagine what an alien who eats people, who like discovers people are really nice. Like it'd be like, but they taste so good, and they're like, but it's like that's me. I don't want to eat the octopus because they're so smart, but they do taste rather good, so it's hard.
Wait, so is
But is it hard?
Gannon, is that the
I-
sea creature that you relate to?
Correct.
Boom. Beautiful. Eleni.
Well, my gut instinct was to say seahorse, but there's no seahorse. So I'm gonna say turtle.
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 Yeah,
No
I gotta agree with.
explanation, Period.
Sorry, I gotta agree with the MCORAX. Gannon, the start of your
That's
sentence
Max.
was. Oh, that's Max. Correct.
That's
Oh,
Max.
no, Max.
Yeah, that's Max.
It cut off your answer at first. It was like you started talking and you said, because I know I want to start eating less of them because they're so smart.
Oh, dolphins.
Oh my god! Like Gannon is eating dolphin meat.
You're like, whoa, he's eating a bunch of dolphins.
I watched The Cove and I got super hungry.
You guys, I need Casey to tell us which
Okay.
of these. I feel like whoever is giving the quiz is the game master and
Nobody
is getting the
ever
game
saw me
master
work
experience of being like, answer the question, go
I
through the
had-
dungeon.
Dolphin, because if I were a sea creature, first of all, I'd want to be a mammal so that I could breathe air and swim. But I would can you just imagine just hanging out in a pod with your friends all day, chatting and swimming and flipping,
And having sex,
stuff
right?
like that,
Yeah.
For pleasure.
Yeah.
and having sex for
Start
pleasure,
doing whatever the hell you're feeling.
and yeah,
And also blowing rings and then swimming through them.
Yeah.
mhm.
Also, cleaning up environmental disasters. That's for the plot of Echo the Dolphin, right? This,
Yeah, I was just thinking about
Oh,
it.
is
Yeah, pressing B to do your nose attack on a mean shark. Yeah.
Okay,
can
next
imagine
question. And,
question.
what's your biggest fear? Lack of freedom, being judged, failure, losing money, being alone, or none of these?
Gotta be being alone. Hey,
Yeah,
they all sound pretty
too.
bad. They all
They
sound
also
pretty
pretty bad,
bad.
but that one is worst.
That was yours, Eleni?
Yeah.
What was the list again? It was long.
What's your biggest fear? Being judged, failure, being alone, losing money, lack of freedom, or none of these? None of these is a real badass answer.
Yeah.
None of these.
I'm
actually
afraid of
demons.
clowns.
Um,
None of these.
I'm gonna say none of these because all the above.
Okay, hopefully this
Those are all your big.
this quiz can takes that into account because that's very heavy.
Oh god, am I skewing my perfectly accurate results?
Okay,
Oh, no.
which pet would you prefer? A dog, a cat, a fish, an exotic animal, no pet, or none of these?
I live with 3 cats. It's tempting to say no pet as a joke, but I'll say 3 cats.
Thank you.
I'll say
I'm gonna say
cats
cat
3
as well.
times.
Cats.
Yes, cats.
Cats.
Cats, we love cats.
I love them
I
all,
love
but the
dogs,
numbers
too. I love
don't
them all.
lie. 3 cats. That's a lot of cats. You must
Beautiful.
like cats.
Okay.
Among us, we've got 8 cats.
So
My
many
God.
cats.
8 cats.
Can you imagine if we got them all in the same room?
We gotta get them all together.
Dude, I wish, man. They need to start a podcast.
Oh my, a
Can you
podcast.
imagine?
They would.
Podcast.
It would be called.
Podcast.
It would be called gutter
Brisket
or
is
alley
really
cats.
mad at everyone. Brisket is my cat. She's small. She doesn't get along with any cats. I constantly have to keep them separated. She would, when we were in Houston, we found her underneath a smoker. We brought her in the house. The other cats don't like her, and she's traumatized, so she's very mean. But she's really tiny. Anyway, that's
She's
that's
like
the
a forever
Brisket
kitten.
story.
She's
Was that-
very little.
She's a
She's
forever
as big
kitten.
as a kitten. She's small, all black. She's so cute, and she's very mean.
She's small
But
like a
she likes
nephew,
me.
but she thinks like an uncle.
There we go.
Okay, how do you approach difficult tasks? Avoid them with optimism, find a sneaky way, head on, complain, but do it.
Frankly, it is head on. I got to do it right away, or it's not happening, or I get really stressed. And son of a hurricane, the answer is I'm afraid Brisket Billy is really cute and nice. Brisket is a little antisocial.
I'm gonna say that I either complain and then do them, or that I do them head on. So, I think more head on.
I would agree.
I covered the complaining elsewhere. Huh?
I'm disagreeing. I'm agreeing with you. Casey?
Oh, thanks.
Avoid them with pessimism.
Avoid them and complain.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What's your favorite type of music? Pop, jazz, classical, rock. None of these, no preference.
Gotta be rock. Feels like an oversimplification, but I'll be chill about it in this circumstance.
This question does seem like a question for someone who's like trying to learn English, where they're just like trying to like. I feel like I can ask this question in Spanish. Eleni, classical, jazz, rock, pop, no preference, or none of these.
Yes.
For you, I would say pop.
Yes. I
There
would
we
say
go.
pop too. Like all the subgenres end up being like dream pop, rock pop, blah 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 pop, weird something something pop, and then I'm like, all right, apparently it's just all pop, no matter what the actual vibe is. I love the pop.
Casey?
If rock includes anything that could be constituted as like a spawn of rock and roll, including like indie rock and everything, I probably would have to pick that as well. Although that's very tough between that and pop. Very tough.
I'm just gonna
I could
put
see
no
that for
preference for you.
Casey's.
Just kidding.
Because indie, I feel like it would be like indie rock or like whatever.
Indie jazz.
Casey,
Another
I just want to confirm
vague genre.
you're choosing rock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lock it in.
All right, Gannon, what's your dream job? Chef, scientist, artist, business owner, none, just relax, or none of these?
I mean, if none just relaxes on the table, I gotta go artist. I love to work.
He switched
Going
it up.
artist.
Eleni?
Lock it in.
Well, I didn't hear the question, but I'm looking at the chat, and House of Darkly says, what happens if someone answers none of these to everything? And I am very curious about that. And then Hex of Hexagon said, none of the pop subgenres sound like the pop that is popular. And I totally agree with that, but I do also like the pop that is popular as well. So I like it all.
Eleni, the question is,
and what is
your
the question?
What's your dream job? Is it artist, scientist, business owner, chef, none, just relax, or none of these?
Oh my god, what did you say, Gannon? Just relax?
Gannon said artist
what I wanna
because he
say.
was
Said artist.
he was trying to put on a brave
Because I
face.
know if I was just relaxing, I'd really want to do art. Eleni, have you heard the new Addison Rae album? Quick answer, yes or no?
I've heard some, yes, some of it.
Pretty
I haven't
good.
heard the whole thing. Yeah,
right.
pretty good. Name is a gun. dream job? Just relax. I don't gotta do nothing? Absolutely.
All right.
Sign me up.
Signed you up. And then Casey?
Just relax for somebody like me is dangerous. I gotta go art as well. I need
Chef was a tempting
something to keep me
answer.
occupied.
Chef was a very tempting answer.
This is a good-
Imagine how cool that would be. You got
That
the
would be
freaking tattoos on your arm of onions and crap and knives, and you're like hot. You're a sexy guy.
All
That'd be
right.
cool.
I gotta go do my TTRPGs.
Here's a good follow-up question.
He's chopping.
I'm chopping.
Here's a good
Follow-up
follow-up
to it.
question. How do you express your creativity? Through inventions, through business, through art, through cooking. I don't. And none of these.
I guess
I
through
don't.
art. I guess through art.
Yeah, through art.
business.
Do
By
business.
gooning.
I do it by making deals.
Goon, it's for freaking stroking my shit. I do it in some fucking crazy ways.
Through
Eleni,
plotting or whatever the word was.
did
Oh.
you say through art as well?
Through
Yeah.
inventions.
Do that or I don't. I love I don't. But that's just because I think it's funny. I don't agree with it.
I mean, I still have no idea what this quiz is for, but I feel like this is the most telling question on these quizzes where they're just
Me
like,
too.
are you the character who's an inventor? Are you the character? Yeah. Anyway.
Which Jimmy Neutron character are you?
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah. Art is as well, of course.
I did next a question that was very telling. More telling than that even.
Are you gonna just answer it for us? Or do you not have to?
I selected none of these for everyone. So maybe that watered it down, but no one's been saying none of these, so I don't think this is the none of these playthrough. Okay, what kind of TV shows do you enjoy the most? Dramas, reality TV, documentaries, comedies, thrillers, or none of these?
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna say dramas, and how interesting of an answer is that? Because that is what makes my day the best if it's a good drama, and I'm really loving it as a TV show. Gotta say, dramas, we love it, dramas, HBO.com. Check it out sometime.
I will. I'll have to check that out. Eleni?
I'm torn between dramas and thrillers. And I think thriller... I'm gonna say drama as well, probably. Yeah.
And Casey?
Phrase the question one more time for me.
What kind of TV shows do you enjoy the most?
So this is tough because I do like, if we're talking about, the high quality television that there is to watch, it's going to be mostly, big not primetime genre dramas, but like Gannon said, the HBO shows, stuff like that. Andor, which you recently watched the second season of, but because this is such a narrow or like a reductive question anyway. If I think about what meant the most to me in terms of television growing up,
Whale biologist, you are correct.
it was fuck off. It was comedy, like Comedy Central, Adult Swim, like whatever. And then, while I may not watch like mostly comedy television, I'm watching YouTube all the time, and I love to watch funny YouTube videos and listen to funny podcasts. So maybe that counts, comedy.
Comedy.
Max saying, "Calm down, David Zaslav."
Okay.
David Zaslav.
He's the
guy.
the Warner Bros.
he's the
guy
guy,
who's
he's the guy.
ruined everything.
Oh, I didn't know who that was too, so I was just gonna ignore it. Sorry, Max. All right. How do you feel about hard work? I love it. I tolerate it. I avoid it. It's necessary, and I manipulate it.
Tolerate
Now
it.
that... Interesting.
Gannon, you tolerate it?
Tolerate it. You gotta do it. It stinks. It's better when you don't. but sometimes I gotta do it.
Eleni?
And yes, to everyone asking, I did cut my hair. Actually, Michaela cut my hair, and look how nice it is. It is so
I
nice.
know.
It's
it's
so
so
nice.
So nice.
Credit to
Thank
Michaela.
Shout out.
I am now officially the member with the longest hair, which is up in a ponytail.
For
I
now.
don't
I
know,
have one.
Lenny. I think I'm giving
One.
you a run for your money right now. It's just mine just goes
What?
straight up and out. All right.
I win.
All right.
I got some bangs. Don't sleep on
What's
Mike.
the question?
The
Again,
question is,
for the
how do you
answers,
feel about
how I
hard
feel
work? I avoid it. It's necessary. I tolerate it. I love it. Or I manipulate it.
I love Son of a Hurricane. How do you manipulate hard work? That's a very good
Well,
question.
that's funny because I'm like very drawn to that answer where I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Is that like life hacks? And
I do think I enjoy hard work actually in a way, even though I also hate it at the same time. But like I'm thinking about things like big projects that I'm like, ooh, I want to do this whole big project and blah blah blah, and like that's hard work, but I also feel a great sense of accomplishment and fulfillment doing those type of things. So I'm gonna say I enjoy hard work.
I'm going to remember that the next time it's time to do the dishes.
No, I don't want to turn the air conditioners. No, I don't want to do
Nope,
that.
nope, you love it.
Oh my
You love it.
God.
Remember this moment.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
Casey,
Take it away.
do you
avoid it.
avoid it? Awesome. Okay. How would you spend a surprise day off? I feel like we already answered this question, but
Hard work.
practicing a
Doing hard
skill,
work.
exploring, sleeping, plotting schemes, or counting money, or none of
At this-
these.
At this juncture, I think sleeping is the most accurate option I would love to take. A wonderful rest in my home on a surprise day off.
That does sound pretty nice. Eleni?
I'm gonna say plotting schemes.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
Wait,
I
okay.
do love that though.
I didn't
Yeah,
submit
for
that.
Plotting schemes. I do.
Yeah, we all
That's good.
freaking
I
got the
think it's
damn
funny.
doodle or whatever.
Everyone nods. It's like, yeah, Lenny's over there plotting schemes all weekend. Yes, that's right.
Okay, and
Uh,
Casey?
The list one more time.
The list is practicing a skill, exploring, plotting schemes, sleeping, counting money, or none of these.
They get worse as they get
Counting
less
money.
general.
Yeah, the guy who was writing it is getting tired.
Yeah, he's clearly getting tired. This is like DuckTales or something. I think sleeping because it's like one of only two of those options I can remember you saying.
Okay, well, I'm going to say it again. I don't give a F.
Okay.
Practicing a
I'll
skill.
Say it again after this.
Did Gannon just fart?
Nope.
What do you
Okay.
do?
Oh no, I
Pardon?
tapped my microphone and made a fart noise. Pardon me.
Oh, okay. I knew it was. I was in the right ballpark. Okay, the options are practicing a skill, exploring, plotting schemes, sleeping, counting money, or none of these.
I mean, I guess sleeping, if that counts, just lazing around. Yeah.
I really thought you
Count-
were gonna say
count-
none of these after all.
Counting
That.
money's a real
like, yeah,
tell
no,
here.
Mm-mm.
Counting money.
Okay,
That's a Scrooge McDuck
Like,
ass answer.
Are you Scrooge McDuck or are you? Which duck are you?
what motivates
fuck are
you the most? Proving others wrong, personal growth, comfort, friends and family, money, or none of these.
Your corkscrew penis.
Boring ass answer, friends and family. Boo!
Boo!
Boo sucks.
same,
Fuck off.
boo.
Wait, that was yours too, Lenny? Friends and family?
Yeah. boo.
What are you
List
gonna
again?
say? No, it's money.
No, I love money actually.
Casey, the
Oh,
options are comfort,
Being evil is my answer.
money.
What? It's what motivates you?
Yeah. What motivates you the most? Comfort, money, proving others wrong, personal growth, friends and family, or none of these?
Yeah, friends and family.
Real safe answers here. Sorry, chat.
Hey, I said I was plotting schemes all weekend so that I can hang out with my friends and family.
That's wholesome.
I said I wanted to live in a dolphin pod so I could just chat with
That's
my
true.
friends and jump.
Okay, yeah, there is actually good lore dumps happening here for the chat. Okay, how do you feel about rules? They're necessary. They're flexible. They're meant to be broken. They're important. They're annoying.
It's like a deeply. This is a kind of a deep question. I guess everyone can agree our rules are annoying. Like, they
Depends on
can
the
be
rule.
important, but they're also annoying. I don't know. It's like some rules I really like, some rules I don't. Well, we'll say rules are annoying because we need an answer.
I'm gonna say they're important. So, yeah.
This is good. We're getting some divergence now. It's not all about just loving your family.
Flexible.
money.
That sucks.
Flexible?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Okay, almost done.
I
Almost
like
done, you guys.
All right, here we go.
What's your ideal vacation? Cruise, city, staycation, beach, mountains, or none of these?
Beach or mountains?
Playa.
I guess beach. Doing a staycation? Are you kidding me? I'm always in this freaking house.
Eleni?
I'm gonna say city. I love to go to a different city.
Because you get
See
your
what's
gourmet
happening
food
in
in
the
the city. You can't get that in the
Right.
mountain.
I'm literally thinking about the restaurants. I'm like, oh, the restaurants and the shops, the city. I love the city.
It's mountains for me.
Whoa! That's a shocker.
It's about the majesty of the mountains. Okay. How do you celebrate your achievements? Share on social media. Plan the next goal. Reflect quietly. Buy something nice. Party with friends. Or none of these.
If I can, I buy something nice or I party with friends. So we'll say buy something nice because that happens a little bit more when something nice happens.
All right.
Yes.
Buy something nice for you too, Eleni?
Buy something
Yes.
nice.
Yes. Buy
It was-
something.
It is. I will say for future quizzes, I'm realizing how much I think I need to see the text because I like the
'Cause
list.
you're like, what?
I hear words coming at me, and then I just feel like myself float in a state of non-existence. I'm like, I did not capture any of that.
That
What
that
was
is
the question, and what were the choices?
that is such an ADHD thing, Casey. I like discovered the same thing in elementary school when there would be like verbal instructions about a test.
Yeah.
And then I would just sit there like so stressed out as I did not take anything in. And then later they were like, we got to give this kid a little spanking until he listens better. That's what the nun said.
Strike this boy.
The question
I also
is
tell share on social media.
how do
That
you
was great.
how do you celebrate your achievements? Plan the next goal, party with friends, buy something nice, reflect quietly.
Wait, hold on. How do you celebrate your achievements? Plan the next goal.
Party with friends,
Friends. Okay.
buying something nice,
Okay.
reflect
I
quietly.
already have it. Partying with friends. Partying that would be mine, because even if it's not like partying with friends, if I finish like a big edit or something like that, if you're counting that as an achievement or something, I'm like, whew. Mike and
You're like,
Lenny,
"Hey, I gotta
can
come over."
can I? Yeah, I need to come over. Can we like hang out? Like I need
Right.
to socialize
That's
or whatever. I want to
party.
hang out. Like now that I can finally breathe. So I think that's got to be it.
Okay.
Regardless of what
Yeah,
the other
that
answers
seems
are.
right.
So close. What do you value most in a friendship? Support, fun times, honesty, shared goals, loyalty, or none of these?
They're just
One
my
more time?
buds, you know? They're just my freaking buds.
So
One
we got
more time, yeah.
support, fun times, honesty, shared goals, loyalty, or none of these.
I don't know. I'm gonna say none of these because I feel like a friendship exists on a spiritual plane that encompasses all of those things and none of them.
That's nice, Gannon. You earned this none of these answers. Eleni, your options are
I'm gonna
shared
say
goals.
Honesty, please, for me. I think honesty is very important, and I think that shows like I'm thinking about like communication and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, if you're able to be honest with each other and really talk about blah blah blah, you can work through so many things with honesty. I think that's very important to me.
Well said. And Casey, do you need the options again?
No, I think I have it. In a big truck going by.
Big
Open
truck.
window, very loud. Um,
Coming to deliver
if
you
I have
your
to,
poop.
if I have to pick one of these, I think I would say support. Because I can, even if you're just talking about like maintaining friendships, it can be like so hard for me to keep in touch when I mean to, you know, like, and so I appreciate friends who are willing to support me by doing a little heavy lifting every once in a while in that regard or something. And then also, yeah, just in general, I need a lot of support, so I appreciate that.
Well said. All right, last question. What's your favorite time of day? Morning, afternoon, night, evening, all day, none of these.
All day, sure, yeah. No, it changes.
All
None of these? None of you. I don't like any of it.
I think maybe
Time
it's
to go.
maybe none of these is meant to reflect noon, which is not like 12 p.m. is not really reflected here. I guess it's technically morning or afternoon, but
Is noon not afternoon?
I would think of afternoon as like 1, starting at 1.
Noon is when the afternoon starts. No, that's when you start saying good afternoon.
No, you
This is
say good day.
I say
Good-
I say
you say
good lunch,
good
time to
midday.
eat.
Good lunch.
Good
Good-
midday. Good midday. How you mid doing?
It's
Mike,
afternoon.
Mike midday.
Mike midday all.
That's actually really
I'm gonna
offensive.
say none of these because I hate all day.
Eleni,
I hate the morning.
you're
I hate
you're
the
saying
afternoon,
you're saying none of these.
and I hate the night. Yeah, I hate every moment.
Okay, and
I'm awake
Gannon, did you answer
at all.
Yeah, I think so. I said, yeah, whole thing.
all day? I didn't know if that was a joke
Never
answer.
stops being great. Just smiles from waking up to falling
Smiles
back
and
asleep.
smiles.
And Casey?
Only time I frown is when I have a nightmare.
I say
That's when I'm happy.
afternoon. Afternoon when the sun is bright and high.
All right. Are we ready for our Oh my god,
shoot.
there's one more question. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
What's your go-to mode of transportation? Public transport, car, bike,
car.
walk, not going anywhere, or none of these?
I got a car.
I'm
I'm
not
driving.
going anywhere. It's so funny.
Not going anywhere.
I'm gonna say car as well.
Car.
I like walk though too.
Okay. We're going to the
Okay.
results. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Did we all
gosh.
get the same? Did we get the same thing? or
No,
something?
you all got different things. Although I will say one of you got what I got. The results of
Okay.
the quiz. Gannon, you got Squidward tentacles.
Oh, sponge.
That lines up. It lines up. That
Eleni.
It does line.
Oh my god.
And Gannon, I will say I also got Squidward.
No way. You're a SpongeBob to the T.
I guess they disagreed, but Eleni is SpongeBob officially.
Wow. My Patrick ass over here.
And Casey,
Wow.
you are Patrick Star.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is beautiful. This is great.
That
makes
is
sense.
really nice.
Look at us. We're a
nice.
full SpongeBob family. Two Squidwards,
Real.
a
If I-
SpongeBob, and a
Squidward's
Patrick.
SpongeBob. Patrick.
I bet you
I think if
picking
we
none
were
of
gonna
these.
really cast us. Mike would be SpongeBob and I would be what's his
Gary.
name? Plankton.
Oh,
Plankton.
Gary.
Plankton, no, you'd be a
You.
great Plankton. That would.
Yeah, I think I'd be Plankton. Let's be
I think-
real. I hate the whole day. I want to make schemes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually hate everything. And I was making all my joke comments, which were all mean, but that's because I'm really Plankton.
Like you didn't
not
pick any
SpongeBob.
of the money ones. That's the.
I thought for sure Gannon was gonna be
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
More
Krabs.
money ones.
Oh
when
yeah,
he-
I guess that'd be Mr. Krabs too.
I
right.
when I was saying some answers, I was trying to telegraph that it was SpongeBob by saying like manipulate it, like Plankton a little bit.
Clever. Clever.
Just thought you put a little
clever.
flavor on it. Yeah,
Mr.
catch that.
Krabs, I'm gonna get that Krabby Patty formula. I'm drifting away from it, but I used to be
No,
able to
that's
do a
good.
really fire Mr. Plankton.
I bet if you pick none of these for all of them, you get Gary. I bet that's the Gary solution.
Let's take it again and try.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, let's take the whole quiz again.
That took almost an
Wonderful.
hour. So
Wonderful quiz.
Yes, so,
I hear. Can I go next because I have one that I think will be a nice
palate cleanser.
palate cleanser because it is so brief.
Yeah, I would love
yeah,
that.
that's
Okay,
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Casey's quiz that we don't know what it is.
Just a second.
Meanwhile, I will sing. I'm singing for you all, and I will say, hey, hello. Let me look at the chat and say some more stuff. Why wasn't there a sponge option for what sea animal do you relate to?
I appreciated that because it would have given away the goat. Everyone would have been like, okay, that's SpongeBob. But I had these guys thinking it was DuckTales. So
I really thought, I
did.
was like, all right, Darkwing Duck, Scrooge McDuck, you got Daisy Duck, Daffy Duck. Which duck am I going to be?
when I was trying to find a good quiz, I took this one quiz that was so long. And it was like, we're going to find out what type of pizza you are by asking you what type of cookie you prefer. And I answered so many questions. By the end, I was like, I don't care, like, whatever. And it was like, all right, you chose so many peanut butter cookies that you are olive pizza. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And maybe it was like one of those tests to see if you're a Android or something, like the I forget what it's called, the Turing test, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember either, Mike, but Blade Runner heads sound off in the chat. Turing
Yeah,
test.
that's it.
Well, that's
the Disney
different.
Man says.
Oh, that is different. Yeah, Turing.
It's like the
Yeah,
Voight
exactly.
Voight something.
The same.
Voight. Yeah,
Void
that's-
Kampf or something like that.
Kampf is the Blade Runner on.
But
Beat you to it.
You got it,
Okay.
Casey?
Okay. So does everybody have the Twitch chat open?
Yes.
Yes, correct. We do.
I'm posting a series of names. I'm going to say the names, then I'm going to post them in the Twitch chat just so you can see them.
Wow.
Pick one of these. Calvin, Jasper, Sean, Ted, Carson, Gianluca, John, Royston, or Mart.
John
Royston.
Oh
Luca.
my god. I know. How can you not pick John Luca? That's...
Are we
I
having
gotta
multiple
be
people,
Royston. I'm Royston.
Royston's my other favorite, and then my third favorite's Jasper.
John
So I'm
Luca.
Jasper.
Lenny, for just for variety, can I go Jasper? Hold on.
Are you posting this in the Twitch chat?
All right, here we go. Mike, the second biggest dick. You picked a pretty massive dick, and in an ordinary lineup, Gianluca's 11-inch monster. This is just a quiz where it lists 9 names, and then you have to pick one, and it tells you who has the biggest dick. But here's the funny thing about this quiz.
So small.
This quiz is 9 years old, and none of the images are available anymore, so you don't even get to see the hot beefcakes. It just says the image is no longer available, and it's purely the names. Gannon,
Wow.
you picked Royston. He has the third biggest dick.
Oh.
He has a great dick. One of those dicks you'll just remember, you know. Blah blah blah. It says some other stuff about.
I feel
it.
like John Luca's dick is probably
Probably
like
mine's
too
the smallest
big to
or
be
biggest.
functional. Have you ever heard those testimonials of people who are like, "Yeah, I've got a massive dong, and everyone is afraid of me." Like,
And
my
it's
life is
horrible.
not big.
Yes, and John Luca, remember his 11-inch monster, quote unquote, is the second biggest dick. And Lenny told me to tell her that she had the smallest or the biggest. So I will say that yes, Jasper has the biggest dick. Hiding below that delicious beige cable knit sweater is one ginormous Todger. It's 13 inches long. Okay, that
Jesus,
was
come on, man.
The author was
What are you
also
gonna do
9
with that
years
real
old.
estate?
Yes, exactly. This
9
was
years old?
No. There's in the
Oh,
in the
that's what
chat.
someone said. I was like,
the-
why is the 9-year-old making this quiz?
But here's what I'll say.
probably are.
That was the joke quiz. The like when you give a joke gift first before the real.
Oh my god!
I do have a real one, but this one is also quite short.
Before you get
So-
into it, I just want to say that for a 9-year-old, knowing all of those names is impressive. I feel like a 9-year-old that's like trying to generate names and is like, yeah, John Luke,
Royston.
Royston,
Royston
Jasper.
Jasper.
I'm like, that
Jasper.
9-year-old should be a GM of an actual play podcast because that's a Ganon level NPC creator right there.
I feel like
Okay.
I'm losing my sauce, honestly, on names. They
Nah.
say I've washed. They say I'm fucking washed.
That's
You need to
that's the
read-
Squidward
read
in
more.
you
The
talking.
challenge.
Yeah.
You have to go to the community that's all Squidwards and Squilliams so that you can realize that you actually
Squilliams.
are good.
Reread
Next
your
episode, I'm
your
going to
guide.
pimp you to saying 100 names.
Yeah, reread my own guide to get better at names.
Honestly, see if you'll reconnect with the past.
There you go.
That's really, by the way, anybody who is just a Gutter fan and was not on the news. Wait, no, that was a separate purchase, right? Or was it on our Patreon?
As long as it's itch.io. I think.
Oh, it's on itch. Yeah, Ganon has
Oh yeah, I think
a
it's on
guide
my
to
itch.
create an NPC that is very, very, very funny and
I think
cool.
once a year someone buys it, and I'm like, what the hell? I just got $5 on PayPal.
Listeners,
Let's
make that
go to the
twice.
casino.
Just enough, just
Make it twice
just
a
enough
year.
purchases to make taxes a nightmare.
Okay. So the order I did the last ones, we'll go with that. Which is Mike and then Ganon and then Eleni. I'm going to be asking you to pick something, and then you will tell me one at a time. Okay.
Yes.
Pick a burger. Here are your options: Big Mac, Quarter Pounder with cheese, hamburger, cheeseburger, McDouble, double cheeseburger.
These are McDonald's. Sorry, Eleni goes first. Sorry, I was too excited.
No, Lenny
Go
goes
ahead.
third.
Oh, Mike goes first.
I'm just gonna say hamburger. I'm not a big, like. Yeah, I'm just saying hamburger.
That's fine. Again.
Hamburger, the McDonald's original hamburger, the little tiny hamburger, was the best ones. Those were so good. I haven't had one in a while.
Lenny.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Okay.
Cheeseburger.
Next question is pick some chicken. Here are your options: McNuggets, McChicken, grilled chicken sandwich, buttermilk crispy chicken sandwich.
I'm gonna say McNuggets just because that is what I've historically had the most of. I'm a real McNuggets kid. Former gifted and talented McNuggets kid, now burnt out adult pipeline. But yeah, McNuggets. That's what the doctor said I had to eat when I was very little because I was too skinny, and they were like, "This kid's got to eat
Really?
some McNuggets. Like, take him
Give him some nuggets.
to the mall food court, get him McNuggets." So yeah,
God, dude.
McNuggies.
Honestly, the best possible prescription a doctor could give a child, well, not for a child, to a child, is a doctor prescribing you McNuggets. Gannon, McNuggets.
Yeah,
McChicken?
McNuggets. Come on, man. It's
Okay.
McNuggets.
Lenny?
I have to first say that Walter Meady said nugget sauce roll call, honey mustard, and mine is famously, and I don't do this anymore, but I definitely did when I was younger, honey. Straight up honey. Like,
Oh,
I would
straight
love
up
to dip the
honey.
chicken in the honey.
Respect,
So good.
respect.
Salty, sweet. Oh. Delicious. Try it.
That's why you're the Winnie the Pooh of my friend circle.
That's why I go to the gourmet restaurant in my other quiz, because I love honey chicken. And I'm going to say also McNuggets.
Also McNuggets. Understandable results. I answered that one as well. What size fries will you have? Small, medium, large, super size?
Gannon is saying small, and I want to be
That's speaking
different.
for myself.
I want to be different But also in this scenario, I'm gonna go supersize so that I can share it with my friends. That's my political answer.
Wow.
Mhm.
Supersized hasn't
That's
been
small.
available for like 2 decades.
Yeah, but I think
What? So I'm gonna say small. Small as can be. Tiny. Don't need that many fries. They give you too many anyway. It's America.
okay. If you had to pick a salad, which one would you get? I love how this is very funny.
Did
Wait,
Eleni say how many
Did Eleni answer?
fries they want to
I'm
eat?
so sorry.
Small.
Eleni, I already selected small for you because I thought that's what you said. I'm so sorry. Um,
I did.
you did, and
And I at least
either
went like this.
Really,
went like this.
really want some damn chicken.
what's very funny is all the options are just like, what fries will you have? Pick a burger, and then for the salad it says, if you had to pick a salad, which one would you get? The bacon ranch crispy chicken, the bacon ranch grilled chicken, the Southwest crispy chicken, or the Southwest grilled chicken.
I'm gonna say
I'm
Southwest
gonna go with that first one.
crispy chicken. I tend to like Southwest adjective over food. If it's like Southwest style poop, I'm like, all right, well, I'm intrigued by the Southwest aspect of it.
You said grilled or crispy?
I'm
Southwest?
saying crispy just because the grilled seems like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm at McDonald's. Why do I need to put on this pretense that I'm trying to be healthy?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take number 1.
Me as well.
Honestly, it all sound pretty solid. I was going into it like anything with a stupid little chicken guy on top of it. I know I'm at least coming out good with a chicken guy. Honestly, you could roll a die and I'd be winning.
So
Take
both
your
Eleni
short
and
hair.
And I have
both
short
Eleni
hair.
and Gen are bacon ranch crispy chicken, right?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Number one.
And there's bacon. You guys ever heard of that shit?
There's ranch. And there's crispy chicken.
And there's crispy chicken. Oh, Mike's got his glasses too. He can do glasses prop moves.
I just saw Gannon having fun, and I just wanted to get in on the glasses.
All right.
Oh, Lenny's got the
Okay.
glasses.
Here we go. Time to pick
Can't
a drink.
reflect my screen because then you'll see my quiz.
Sprite.
Ooh, yeah.
Sprite.
Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Icy Orange, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. Gannon, those options: Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Icy Orange, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, sweet tea, strawberry banana smoothie, or bottled water.
Ooh, I'm gonna go bottled water. I had an idea for an answer, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say bottled water.
Okay, Eleni, do you need a list?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Okay, and
Dr. Pepper.
I think this is the last one. Pick a dessert: vanilla cone, McFlurry, chocolate shake, vanilla shake, hot fudge sundae, caramel sundae, apple pie, chocolate chip cookie.
I will say, is the ice cream machine broken?
It's working in this scenario.
I'll take
believe it or not.
I'll take a mini M&M McFlurry. Thank you very much.
Okay, and Gannon?
It's cookie, sure, cookie.
Cookie? Eleni?
Cookie. It's cookie as
Um,
well.
Cookie
Dan
as
and I
well.
might have the same.
I'm hungry now. I'm
Result.
so freaking pissed. I'm so
Sorry.
hungry.
And of course,
Like-
this quiz was your McDonald's order will reveal if you're more logical or emotional. And the results are, Mike, based on your order, you are more emotional. You make decisions based on intuition and tend to use those intuitive feelings to guide your choices. This can sometimes get you into trouble if you're not aware. Be careful to recognize and understand your own emotional strengths and weaknesses.
Thanks.
Gannon,
I did need that.
That's good. That's good. Gannon, based on your order, you are logical. You're logical. You have the ability to cut to the chase very quickly. You're also able to assess situations on an analytical and theoretical level, which allows you to make well-informed decisions. Using your logic has gotten you far, but sometimes it's also important to tap into your emotional side too. Don't forget that.
Oh, is that so, Quiz?
And Eleni,
Classic Virgo.
can you guess, Eleni, based on your order, now that you know the context of the quiz, which you are, emotional or logical?
Well, I was very close to Gannon's answer, so I think I'm logical.
That's an emotional answer if I've ever heard one, because you are more emotional. Of course.
How?
Because You
Wow.
picked Dr. Pepper instead of
Because I picked Dr. Pepper.
and you got cheese on your burger.
And because of bottled water. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Okay, so that's that quiz. Thank you guys for going through
Beautiful.
Thank you, Casey. And what did you
I
get?
loved it.
that. I think I got emotional when I saw that I was logical.
Oh!
Just kidding. I got emotional.
Yeah, but what
Can I
about
do
your
my
Raising
quiz?
Cane's order? What does your Raising Cane's order say
Oh,
about you?
come on. My Raising Cane's order says I can get it.
Awesome.
It says
Everybody
he
knows my
can
Raising
get
Cane.
it.
Box
Can I do
compass
my
and
quiz?
slaw, extra fries.
Yes!
Extra piece of toast.
Lenny's
Lenny.
quiz o'clock.
All right, so I haven't read this quiz and I haven't done this quiz and I don't know anything about this quiz other than I know where I got the quiz from, which is a reputable source as of a certain time
BuzzFeed?
period. No. So everybody, let's all just take a grain of salt with this quiz,
Okay.
and I'm going to have to write down some answers. So
Which
question
slur
number
are
one.
you?
Whoa.
To you, summer means. Now, the answers are a little long, so here we go. A. Big tips at Burger Haven, group SAT tutorials, and many weekend whitewater rafting excursions. B. Mega concert tours, serious eye candy fun at the ice cream parlor, and quality time with your best friends. Or C. Prince Charmings from other schools who glide into shore on neon bodyboards and whisk you off your beach towel. Which one would you be?
I'm
A,
gonna
B,
say
or
C.
C?
I'm gonna say C.
You're gonna be C? You want Prince Charming to whisk you off your beach towel?
I mean, whether I want to or not, that's my summer.
That's your summer. Exactly. That's your summer.
What, the first one was SAT prep?
It was big tips
And
at Burger
whitewater
Haven,
rafting.
group SAT tutorials, and many weekend whitewater rafting excursions.
And the second one was...
Mega concert tours, serious eye candy fun at the ice cream parlor, and quality time with your best friends.
I guess the first one, my parents made me do SAT prep, so it's really their answer by
Okay,
proxy.
great.
How many times do you take the
And
SAT,
Casey?
Mike?
Twice?
I took it twice. Did worse on the second time. Casey!
ACT only.
Oh, Midwest boy over here. Watch
Midwest
out, we got a
boy
fancy
over here.
lad.
I did well on my math SATs, shockingly well, and
Really?
yeah, and it was sort of like I did well, and then my parents were like, why is your GPA not better? Like clearly,
Like, I'm good at standardized tests.
yeah, I just knew how to
Yeah.
hack the test.
Math tanked my entire ACT.
Oh my god, yeah, same.
I had like 33
Casey,
on
A-
English and 26 on math or something.
It is really important for the rest of your life, though. It is important
Yes.
for anyone going through it to know that it will determine the rest of your life. And
Yeah.
Facts.
it is like if you do bad, you.
It's the most important thing you'll ever do. That's actually
It's-
the quiz that we're
it is
preparing for.
so
In
important.
doing these quizzes.
Yes, thank you.
B. I'm a B boy.
You're a B.
Okay, real
great.
quick, Max in the chat. Okay, next.
Max is roasting Gannon in the chat. Well played,
Trying to be a little
Max.
clever feller.
You do not need to be clever too, as well.
To go to Columbia.
And yet,
uh,
there he is. Your best friend invites you to a party at her lake house. You're psyched, but you'll need to A. First, finish the painting you're working on for tomorrow's art lesson and find a babysitter for your little brother. B. Bring along a camp friend who's visiting for a few days.
Whoa.
Or C. Pick up a glow-in-the-dark bikini since her adorable cousin has already seen your drab daytime suits.
Yo, it's 3 dog. I want to live this motherfucking life.
I know. I wish I had a
I'm trying to
Right.
come back
Three.
and be this freaking cute, fucking fairy tale life freaking lady.
I think I would like to say 3, but I have to figure out what my baby brother's gonna do, and I can't just sort of like leave him at home. So I have to figure out I have to figure out what I'm doing with him, and I'll just borrow one of Ganon's old bikinis, I guess.
All right. And
No, it's gonna
Casey?
look so good on you, Mike. It's gonna look so good on you.
Thanks. I
Well,
don't have
once again-
time. I have to go to do babysitter stuff.
Once again, I'm a b-boy. I gotta go. I'm gonna bring my friend along.
Right. All right, question number 3. Since your English teacher won't be reading over your shoulder, your big escape this summer will be to A. Cuddle up in your backyard hammock with the legacy of Luna. B. Grab a waterside chair at the swim club and devour divine secrets of the Yaya sisterhood. Or C. Bring The Wedding, Danielle Steele's latest page turner, to the park and fantasize about the shirtless honeys playing tackle football nearby.
I'm going Yaya Sisterhood, though. If I do recall correctly, that book came out when I was a child. So that's essentially like ancient literature.
Yeah, it's. I believe it was Homer who wrote it.
It was
Homer.
well, it was
dictated
oral
it.
tradition. So back then he was
Yeah.
recounting a grand
Because
poem.
he was blind, so yeah. I am going to. Well, can
Thank you for the sub.
Can you repeat the
Thanks,
first one
Entire
again?
diatribe.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the first one, Lenny?
The first one is cuddle up in your backyard hammock with the legacy of Luna.
Yes, you had me at cuddle up in your backyard with legacy of Luna. All of those things sound great.
And hammock?
Oh, not hammock, but can't live a perfect life.
And Casey? Are you going to bring The Wedding, Danielle Steele's latest page turner, to the park and fantasize about the shirtless honeys playing tackle football nearby?
No, there's
Yes.
better.
Or are you going to...
Better sexually
swim club.
charged erotica than Danielle Steele, of course. I'm gonna go to the swim club. I love to swim. I'm gonna read my book. I'm gonna take a dip. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna get some sun.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Sounds so great.
Actually, not easy because
You're all
one
doing
was
great.
very appealing as well.
Question number 4. Hitting the beach with your buddies is all about A. Jogging along the shore, weaving lanyard bracelets, and calculating your summer budget while gossiping about Mina Suvari's latest film, Loser. B. Sunning yourselves to the tunes of Macy Gray and then joining a pickup game of Ultimate Frisbee. Or C. Camping out by the volleyball court so you can scope out the seniors from your rival high school.
There's no
Should I read them
option
again?
for getting little like chicken skewers at the beach.
Chicken skewer option.
I do love that. Getting
This
the little
is
chicken
tough.
skewers.
So it's jogging. It's the second one, which I know I didn't like, and then the third one is scoping out seniors. I'm going scoping out
Yeah.
seniors. Don't love the answer, but I'm a 3 boy. I'm a C boy.
I'm doing
All right,
this.
you're gonna hang out by volleyball court.
I'm doing the
That's
ultimate
right.
frisbee one, and I am regretting that I am sunning beforehand because growing up we were a family that would wear SPF 100 and a thick T-shirt even when we would go to indoor pools. I'm not joking. So sorry, Mom and Dad.
Even indoor pools.
If the indoor pool had windows, you could still get sunburned. So that the ultimate frisbee one.
You were safe and it worked out well.
What were the first
Casey?
two options again?
First is
the first
jogging.
option is-
Second is.
Well, no, I need the full
Yeah.
detail.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
jogging along the shore, weaving lanyard bracelets, and calculating your summer budget while gossiping about Mina Suvari's latest film, Loser. And the second one is
Yeah.
sunning yourselves to the tunes of which one?
A for this one. The only thing that didn't track for this one was calculating the budget. That ain't happening. But
Yeah.
you know,
I-
everything else. Yeah.
I couldn't pick the first one because I don't really gossip about films. I speak authoritatively about them. And the film Loser is actually quite good. 3.5 stars.
Have you seen
out of
that one?
5. No, I'm gossiping right
I think
now.
I've seen it, but I don't remember. Also, it's Jason Biggs, I'm pretty sure.
I just got to respond to
Um,
chat real quick. Labo Rat. Ari says there's better erotica than Danielle Steele. Casey, I think I'd need to hear an example or two to believe that. I actually don't know. I just know that Hey Riddle Riddle has done 2 Patreon episodes on Danielle Steele, and so I suddenly feel like can now speak with authority on that topic. No, writing seems boring.
Question number 5. You just broke up with your boyfriend, which is just as well, because A, you need time for cross-country training, animal hospital volunteer work, and tennis lessons at the Y. B, now you can go on that hiking weekend with your friends without worrying whether he's having a good time with them. Or C, summer is about being single, and there's plenty of time to strike a new match by the 4th of July.
I
Easy.
gotta go see. I gotta see what's out there.
Ganon is C all the way.
I'm doing the cross country option because I'm going to try to stay distracted to not address the emotional turmoil of whatever happened in the rest of the answer.
I gotta go B on B
Yeah,
again
animal.
for this one.
B. All right. This is amazing. Honestly, this is amazing. You guys are the 3 types of whatever. All right. Question number 6. On your first day of work at the Pitch and Putt, you A, pop Spanish conversation tapes in your Walkman to learn on your breaks. B, find a friendly coworker to eat lunch and hit a few balls with. And C, remind yourself that your gorgeous manager is off limits. To you, it's only your first day. Of course, next week he's fair game.
I'm going B because fuck managers. If my manager's watching, not you, you're fine.
Whoa. What a twist at the end from Ganon. Okay.
We're going B.
I was gonna go B, but now that Ganon went B, I don't want to.
You can still go B.
We're so alike, you and me. We're just 2 peas in a
We're both
pod.
Squidward. We're gonna get Squidward again in this somehow. Just kidding. This is for Totally Spies or something. I am going to say B. I'm saying B, just because I would rather just have a normal lunch if I'm on a lunch break and not do more bullshit work or have to like try to remind myself to not hit on my manager. This is the chill one.
Can I please hear them just one more time, please?
Yes, you can. A, pop Spanish conversation tapes in your Walkman
No.
to learn on your
Okay.
breaks.
You can skip it.
Yeah, it's gonna be C.
Gonna be what?
Oh, no,
I'm
can
sorry,
I
I
hear
was
B and
answering
C?
for him. Joking.
Oh, B and C, find a friendly coworker to eat lunch and hit a few balls with. Or C, remind yourself that your gorgeous manager is off limits. To you, it's only your first day. Of course, next week he's fair game.
Yeah, I gotta go C. I've been sunning in some of these other scenarios, so I feel like at this
You
point.
gotta finally go C.
Mhm.
How does
Okay,
that?
so-
how does
okay,
that take
this is
up
the
your
last
whole lunch?
question.
Just being like, ugh.
I gotta not think about that guy.
Yeah, literally
Oh,
just remind me.
until next week.
There's something
Um,
very like
fast
monk-like
forward.
about that. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, 30 minutes of meditation.
Okay, number 7, which is the final question. Fast forward to Labor Day weekend. Your one thought is that A, you still haven't seen the dolphin show at the aquarium or helped Dad with his landscaping project. B, selling lemonade and delivering papers sure was a great way to meet the neighbors, like the new boy up the block, for instance. Or C, you'd sooner sever all ties, drop out of school, and move time zones than face homeroom knowing you didn't kiss even one boy all summer.
We're going
C.
back to
Ganon
C.
is going with C. He's got to kiss these neon beach boys.
These hot freaking boys who want my shit, which is great, by the way, in this world. My fucking shit
That's right.
rocks, and
Your
these boys are
your shit
going
rocks
nuts
in
for
this
it.
world too, buddy. Don't sell yourself short.
All right.
Eleni,
All
what was
right,
the
Mike.
what was the first nerdy option?
The first nerdy option was you still haven't seen the dolphin show at the aquarium or helped Dad with his landscaping project.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm feeling responsible again, and I should probably help Dad make our bushes not look like penises because of the way that the deers have eaten them. So that will be what I'm doing. And then we'll fit in the aquarium afterwards. And the penis thing, is based on real life experience. I hope the
It sounded like
I hope the specificity of that carried
so
that.
funny.
It did,
That is
it
so
did.
We just
funny.
ended up
did.
taking the bushes out because the overpopulation of deer were like would not stop turning our bushes into giant John Lucas style hogs.
so funny, man.
B for sure, because I'm making friends and romantic prospects. Summer in my childhood was absolutely the time to socialize, time to make new friends, solidify bonds. I had a very active neighborhood with a ton of kids.
Aw. I want to be that for you, Casey, this summer. I'll
Yeah.
pretend to be a bunch of people for you.
Thank you, and I will eat your bushes into penises or whatever.
I need that on a shirt.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm tallying up the scores now.
Okay.
Is this an
Yes,
analog
yes, I have to
quiz?
do this manually. So,
This is an analog quiz that you're printing
should I
out the
show you what
results?
this quiz is?
Yes.
Should I show you what the quiz is
Yes,
before I
yes.
tell you your results? So it
And
came from
yes.
17 magazine,
Oh my god.
July 2000.
Oh my
And I took
God.
pictures of it. This is the page of the quiz, which
No.
is what's your love forecast? So we're gonna find
Oh,
out.
no,
The
I
weather's
was too
warm and the outlook is
thirsty.
sunny. But is romance in the air? Now I have to tally up your scores. Here's Christina Aguilera, by the way. Oh, and just so you know, right opposite of the score page, which is this here, we have a Britney Spears iZone ad. Remember those cameras?
Oh,
No.
Like the little,
Oh my god.
they were very like thin little Polaroid
Polaroid?
cameras, and they like printed out. They were so cool. I really.
It's cool as hell.
So please bear with me while I manually tally up these scores and find out who these girls are gonna love this summer.
All right. In the meantime, what do you guys think our romantic prospects are for this summer?
Gannon, I think you are
Based
the,
off our
the
answers.
Samantha of the Sex in the City.
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
your
Yeah,
answers.
I'm definitely going for it. My answers might be a little too much. I feel like, yeah, but I'm out there.
I was trying to get the Che Diaz of this group.
Oh, this is amazing. So you each got a different result, which
Oh,
we could expect, I guess, from the
miraculous.
A's, the B's, and the C's. So we'll start with Gannon. Gannon, you have 100% chance of love. You've cleared your calendar for romance and will do anything to
Lust,
find hot
maybe.
prospects. You're not only hoping to find a sweet guy, you're banking on it. But remember that you can just as easily meet boys volunteering as a hospital candy striper or racking up credits at the community college as you can setting up residence at the skate park. Expand your horizons by concentrating on money-making opportunities or feel-good tasks, like cleaning up roadside trash for the community, and let love find you. Oh. They're basically telling you, like, girl, slow down and actually do
Look,
something
hit the
useful
brakes a
instead
little,
of just
girl.
being boy crazy.
Girl, you need a lobotomy.
You need a lobotomy, girl. Okay, and then Casey, you have a mix of love, friends, and fun. With schoolwork out
the
of the
best.
way and starry nights beckoning, you're prepared to heed the call. Spending your days at the local pool and working the evening shift at Scoops is a good way to quench your thirst for cash and quality girl bonding time without taking yourself off the social scene. And should a cutie wander into your warm weather world, you surely wouldn't send him away. Play it cool and stick to the things you and your buddies love, whether it's biking or beaching. You'll make plenty of memories and maybe a few male friends to tide you over till next summer.
I like that. I also did. I
You're gonna
worked
have
at
a
an
great
ice cream
summer.
shop in high school, so this tracks with me for sure, for sure.
Oh God, what's it gonna say about me?
Girl boss, girl keep, girl lobotomy, says Hexavexagon. That's so funny. Okay, Mike, you are HHH, happy, hectic, and harried. There's so
Harried.
much you want to do
Whoa.
this season, and seemingly so little time, that the idea of fitting a guy into your happily hectic schedule hasn't crossed your mind. Between the softball league, volunteer work, and the old age home, The old age home,
Old
like
age-
for
The old age
So
home
you
is,
can't
by the
find
way,
love in an old
I
age
was like
home?
the old age home, you know, like the tale as old as time, the home.
the old age home
Yes,
is where
the
I
old
live.
Age home.
I put on
That's
full
right.
old people makeup and I pretend to live there. It takes up most of my time.
And hold on, you have more actually that you're doing besides just that, and
my
jobs
God.
at a burger joint and a special needs day camp. You rely on mellow evenings to de-stress. Kudos to you for following through on the productive plans you've made, but don't close yourself off to people vying for your social time. Capitalize on the homework-free season and attend at least some of the soirees you're invited to. New relationships are worth the effort, whether or not they have love potential. They're like you're working too hard and you need to socialize. Get out there, girl. It doesn't matter. You're not going to probably find love because you're very antisocial, but you will find friends if you just leave the house, which you are doing. You're doing way too many tasks.
Girl,
Okay.
you
Joseph
also need a
2854, I thought the
lobotomy.
same thing.
What'd you say?
Joseph 2854, I thought the same thing when I heard HHH.
H.H.
Oh.
Holmes, the
H.H.
bad
Oh,
guy
H.H.
from
Holmes.
that one dark picture anthology.
Was he bad? Really? Really? I mean, can we really judge someone based
Wow.
off of a different context of time?
Wow, that was so cool.
This is what 25-year-old quizzes were all about.
Ah,
That's
Except
incredible.
you might just like start circling the magazine. 25-year-old quiz. Can you believe
Eleni,
it?
way to
That's
find
amazing.
something that is like a good lost media type beat.
In-
That's also why earlier you said like we all found an online quiz and then I corrected you and then you guys were like, oh yeah, like you didn't find the same quiz, and then I seemed like a jerk because I was correcting you, but really it was because I didn't find an online quiz. I found a paper quiz, but I didn't want to tell you.
That
Eleni,
is
I just
so SpongeBob of you, though.
I know that the whole premise was we couldn't know each other's quizzes ahead of time, and that's a fun premise. But I do wish I had heard what quiz you were doing ahead of time, because you just like unlocked the fact that it didn't have to be like a BuzzFeed quiz, and I could have like found an old PSM, the unofficial PlayStation magazine, like which PS1
a
character are you kind of
subscriber.
quiz or something. Oh, that would have been so good.
Well, hey,
Next
we can
time.
do more quizzes in the future, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
We are at the time we said we were going to roll it up, but I do have a quiz here, and I think I can do it in a way where you guys don't know the answer. Well, Eleni might because I posted it.
We did.
You did?
Okay, good. You
I
guys
can see
don't.
it.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. You guys ready
Find
for
more
question number one?
quiz.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it's gonna go Casey, Eleni, Mike. Casey, Eleni, Mike. Okay, so question number one. I am a brave, capable, charismatic, dominant, decisive, and responsible leader. Is it strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or strongly disagree? I'm a brave, capable, charismatic, dominant, decisive, and responsible leader.
I disagree.
Disagree. All right. Eleni.
Agree.
Agree. Mike.
Is there a neutral?
Yeah. Okay, great. Next one. I care deeply about power and status. Casey. From strongly agree to strongly disagree with neutral, flat in the middle.
Disagree.
Disagree. Eleni.
Neutral.
Mike. Care deeply about power and status.
Disagree.
Care deeply about power. Disagree. All right, fantastic. Okay, number three. Men want to be like me, and women are drawn to me.
Oh my god.
Strongly agree, neutral, disagree. Strongly disagree.
Strongly agree.
Casey.
Strongly disagree.
I'm getting evil.
Ooh.
I'm
Is this
gonna-
which Mike
Eleni.
Myers character are we?
Yeah, that's right.
saying
It's which
strongly
Shrek
agree.
character are you? Strongly agree? Okay, great.
Wait,
Mike?
I'm gonna say soft agree.
I like it. Okay. Next one. I'm extroverted and love to be the center of attention.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, that's right, ho. Get out there. All right, Mike.
Oh, thank you,
I'm
Jesse.
extroverted and love to be the center
Oh,
of
me?
attention.
I
Yeah.
say just normal agree.
Normal agree, okay. Elenius. Oops. Oh, wait, I jumped you.
Strongly agree as well.
I'm going to fix that. I'm going back to fix that. Casey? Next question.
Mhm.
I am always stressed and fighting to stay at the top.
Wait, always stressed and fighting to stay
Always
at the top?
stressed and fighting to stay at the top.
I was like, for the first few words, I was like, strongly
agree. And then it's
fighting to stay- yeah. I'm like, I'm always stressed and fighting to feed off the bottom. So strongly disagree. No, I'll just say
Strongly-
disagree. Just disagree.
We'll go disagree.
I
Jesse's
would
always
like to.
stressed?
Yeah.
LNES.
I'm gonna say neutral.
Neutral Mike. Always stressed, fighting to stay at the top.
I'm gonna say agree.
Agree.
Gannon, can you
Yes.
change mine to neutral?
Absolutely. Casey, and the next question is going to you. I am loyal to the alpha male in my life. Which is not a question I've ever asked myself.
Who is the alpha male in my life?
Jasper.
Me.
I am loyal to the alpha male in my life.
Jasper, the cat with the biggest penis of.
Yeah, I would say soft agree.
All right. Eleni, I am loyal to the alpha male in my life.
Strongly disagree.
All right. I like it. Mike, I am loyal to the alpha male in my life.
I'm gonna say just normal disagree.
Normal, disagree. Fantastic. Next one. I am friendly, decent, kind, and eager to please. Casey Tony.
Wait, yeah, strongly agree. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm friendly, decent, kind, and eager to please. Eleni S.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Mike.
Strongly,
friendly,
please,
decent,
strongly
kind, and eager to
agree.
please.
Would strongly agree make you happy? Because that's what I will do then.
Casey Tony, the next question to you. I dislike questioning the rules. Strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. LNES, I dislike questioning the rules. How is that vibe with you? What's that?
Strongly disagree as well.
Strongly disagree. Mike, I dislike questioning the rules.
Normal disagree.
Normal disagree. Okay. Casey Tony, I avoid risking confrontations.
Oh, strongly agree.
Okay. LNES, I avoid risking confrontations.
Disagree.
Disagree. Mike McDowell.
Big
I
dog.
avoid risking confrontations. Big dog.
No, that was too Lenny saying strongly disagree in a badass way.
I didn't say strongly. I just said disagree.
Oh, thank you for correcting me.
welcome.
I will say yes. I will say agree. Like I don't like confrontation for the most part.
I can dig it. Confrontation. I guess some people do like confrontation.
I
like
think
it,
there's
but I don't.
there's
Get it
something
over
kind
with.
of fun
Get it
about
out
it
of there.
once you get going. But in general, like with strangers, I'm typically
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah. Well,
Not trying to
strangers. That's a whole other thing.
scrap with a.
I'll admit, I did not take this question ahead of time, and the way these questions are framed, it feels very intense and mean. So we're all taking this
Yeah.
lightheartedly, smiling and laughing. This one
Smiling
is,
and
I
laughing.
lack ambition and do not worry about status. From strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. Casey Tony.
Agree.
All right. Lenny S. I lack ambition and do not worry about status. Strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree.
Agree as well.
All right. Mike, I lack ambition and do not worry about status.
I'll say neutral, just because
Neutral.
I for the most part don't worry about status, but I do have ambition. They're just kind of inscrutable ambitions.
Next one, Casey. I am competent, dutiful, and hardworking.
Disagree.
Disagree. All right. LNES, I am competent, dutiful, and hardworking.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Mike, I am confident, dutiful, and hardworking.
Yes, you are, Gannon, and so am I.
You agree?
Strongly.
Strongly. Okay. Casey, I'm an average guy who prefers a safe 9 to 5 work life. Would you say you strongly agree, neutral, disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree. Lenny, yes, I am an average guy who prefers a safe 9 to 5 work life.
Neutral.
Mike,
Disagree.
average guy prefer not disagree. Alrighty then. Number 13. I have very little status and power. Casey, would you strongly agree? Neutral, disagree, strongly disagree.
Agree.
All right, Lenny, I have very little status and power.
I have very little status and power. Disagree. Well, in terms of what?
that?
In terms of the universe? Agree strongly. In terms of, like, my home, my house, my own
Where I'm the
personal
alpha?
sphere of my own. And I'm very strong in status and whatever. So, let's go neutral. I don't know. Situational.
All right, we'll go neutral. We'll take it to neutral. Mike, I have very little status and power.
Do you mean in my house? Very little. But outside, I have a lot of power. As soon as I leave, I am the strongest. But as soon as I go home, that's
That's
when
right.
I have to go to my crate. I'll say. Wait, can you repeat it one more time and just phrase it in a cool
I
way?
have very little status and power. Do you strongly agree, neutral, disagree,
just
strongly
normal
disagree?
normal disagree.
I really don't like this quiz now. The more I go through it, I thought this is. I do not like this
Is it
question.
going to tell me that I'm evil and
It's
evil
if you're
witch?
evil or not evil.
I think I'm evil.
Gannon,
Self-improvement is not a focus. I'll say the one I was gonna skip. I don't believe my ideas and dreams are worth pursuing. Do you strongly agree, neutral, disagree, or
strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Thank you. Thank you,
Disagree.
Eleni. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that one. Self-improvement is not a focus of my life. Strongly agree.
Oh,
neutral,
disagree.
Strongly disagree. Disagree.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly agree.
Okay.
No, Casey,
Not a
you are
folk-
working
not-
on improvement.
No, I mean,
My
Okay, never
intelligence
mind. I
level
can't
is
answer
above
for him.
average.
Agree.
my intelligence level is
Strongly
above
Strongly
average.
disagree.
Yeah,
Strongly
disagree.
Eleni,
I might be powerful,
God.
but I'm stupid as well.
was that a strong disagree?
If I
Casey, or
normal
just a
disagree.
No, just normal disagree.
You
Normal
guys
disagree.
are above average. Come on now.
I'm
Okay,
truly
fine.
shaking my damn head.
agree or I don't know.
We're gonna go with the gut reaction, but
Yeah.
the universe has different ideas. I am sensitive, idealistic, thoughtful, and introspective. Casey.
I strongly agree.
All right. Eleni.
Agree.
I'm sensitive, idealistic, thoughtful, and introspective.
Agree.
Mike.
Agree.
Oh, son of a hurricane. I see what you're saying.
People have told me I'm dishonest with myself and others. Strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree.
People have told me I'm dishonest with myself and others.
Yeah.
Go on, chat. Answer it for me.
Oh, disagree for me.
Okay, disagree.
I'm
We
gonna
love
say
it.
strongly agree, but that's just because of how I intimidate and bully people and make them feel like they
Yes.
can't be honest with me.
And that is
Dishonest
so
with
real.
Myself.
Yeah.
Dishonest with myself. Yes. Dishonest with others. Not so much.
That's a pretty wild thing to say to someone. I feel like
You're really dishonest with me. But as a child,
I
feel
did
like
just tell
get
you, Eleni,
accused
that
of
you were
being very
dishonest with yourself when you said you weren't smart.
I do think I might be dishonest with myself quite a bit. I think this is part of my mental problems that are like, yes, you are bad, you are evil and bad, you are so bad, and blah blah blah. And like, I think that is not necessarily honest. That's just whatever function that's doing to listen. It's not therapy, but these questions are bringing that out. Let's go ahead and say neutral on this one. It's a little
All right.
complicated.
Mike, Oh, you answered that strongly. Strongly agree? Did you answer strongly agree to that one?
I said strongly disagree just because
Thank you.
I think people are maybe either afraid or think it's not worth telling me that because I'm a lost cause.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
this one. I'm a romantic and get friend zoned by women. Strongly agree, neutral, disagree.
I'm
strongly.
a romantic or I'm a romantic?
Oh my god, I'm now
a
knowing
romantic.
what this quiz is. I now know. I'm
Oh, you do?
certain.
I'm
I think so.
I am.
Romantic, and I get friend zoned by women.
I would
like
say
a
yes.
word into that.
Strongly agree. I would say. I would say I am a romantic.
Strongly agree
and
as well.
I have many friends of all genders. Not to brag, but I would say I'm in quite a lot of friend zone situations, and I'm quite happy about that. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think, yeah.
Casey, are you a romantic and get?
Oh yeah, strongly agree. Strongly agree.
Okay, we got 3 strongly agrees. Okay. Wow, these questions are really mean.
Go on.
Uh,
Answer. Now that I have an angle to push, I will try.
Oh, Eleni,
People
this
find
is
me
interesting.
socially awkward, uncomfortable, and weird.
They do
Strongly
find
agree.
me weird, but socially awkward,
Let me
yes as
strongly
well.
Strongly agree.
Neutral.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna say disagree because I think if I have like 10 minutes to prepare, I can appear normal to anyone.
Okay, this.
I cannot.
I just have to do this first.
How many questions? We got 8 more questions left. This is
Okay.
freaking. Okay,
Oh my god.
let's go. I'm
Okay.
practically invisible to women. Casey.
Agree.
Okay. Eleni.
Strongly agree. Strongly agree.
Mike.
I'm going with strongly disagree, but that's just because I
As you
have
should,
horrible
as you
vibes and I am deemed a threat to strangers who I've not been friend zoned by after 10 minutes of meeting.
Oh my god. Okay, look, I
I
just
want
got
you to
this
know
from a
that-
psychology website. I didn't think it would be mean.
I'm no
Yeah,
longer
all the rest of the
answering
questions are
honestly.
so
I do
mean.
want you to know that.
Okay, you're no longer answering honestly. Okay.
I haven't been answering honestly for the past 3 questions because
Yeah.
I'm angling for a specific thing because I think I've figured it out and I want to be that thing that I'm thinking
Okay,
that it is.
next one. Society has rejected me against my wishes.
Oh, disagree. Not against my wishes.
You wanted it that way.
I wanted.
Society has
I'm gonna
rejected me
say-
against my wishes. Eleni.
Strongly agree.
Okay. Mike.
I don't think society has rejected you, Eleni, but I am going.
But Eleni
I'm
is-
not
is
answering
angling for
honestly.
it.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not answering.
guess
let me,
what?
Let
That's
me add
not-
that before I answer every.
That's not SpongeBob behavior, but I think
It's plankton behavior.
you're trying to manipulate the drama.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm scheming on the weekend.
Rusty, I want that formula. I'm gonna say disagree,
Disagree.
and I don't
okay.
think it's good. I don't think it's good that society has not
Again,
rejected me.
That's what I think it is.
Okay, this one is I don't take responsibility and blame external factors for my shitty life.
Strongly disagree.
Shitty life. God.
Strongly
It says
disagree.
shitty life.
I take full ownership over my shitty life.
Strongly agree.
Full personal ownership.
I don't take responsibility, and I wait. So you strongly disagree?
Strongly disagree because it's completely internal.
We
Yeah.
love that. I don't take
Internal factors
responsibility and
only.
blame external factors for my shitty life.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree. I love it, Mike.
Neutral. I'm kind of too busy being a
Neutral.
threat to women or being friend zoned by women.
Right. I'm self-sufficient, nonconformist, Casey.
Self-sufficient nonconformist.
Yeah, would you
Uh,
agree with that or disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree. Eleni, I'm self-sufficient, nonconformist.
Self-sufficient nonconformist. That's gonna be a. How would an incel answer this question? Strongly agree.
Okay.
I'm
Mike.
also honestly saying strongly agree, but not in an incel way. So can you just write that down? Not in an incel way.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
forgot to mention they have an incel non-incel option. This one is I have a strong desire for freedom.
Ah.
I'm neutral on this one, Gannon. I could be free or
All right.
not, whatever.
Tread on me or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, neutral because this question is too open ended.
What's the question again?
I have a strong desire for freedom. Would you agree? Strongly agree, disagree,
Yeah.
strongly disagree.
Agree.
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 Okay. I'm uninterested in social status and power. We got three more.
Agree.
I'm uninterested or I'm interested.
I'm uninterested in social status and power.
Agree.
Disagree.
Okay.
Disagree.
I'm also disagree, but in a non-incel way, and sort of just like
I'm in an incel way.
Mhm.
I disagree because I'm interested in a lot of things. It's just one of my interests of many.
I'm neither a leader nor a follower and prefer to do my own thing. Casey Tony?
Disagree.
Disagree. Eleni S. I'm neither a leader nor a follower.
I think I'm going to be neutral on this one.
Fuck, you
Neutral,
keep taking my
okay,
answers
Mike.
and making me seem like an incel.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
God. I don't want to follow Eleni, but also I have to be my own person.
Mentality.
Disagree.
Disagree, okay. Last question. My social circle is very small or non-existent.
Strongly agree.
Agree.
Disagree.
All right, y'all. We finished the mean test.
Yeah, which
And let's
which
get our
police spy
answers.
are we?
Yep. I'm seeing 3 Squidwards. Okay. Casey, you are a beta male. According to this.
Beautiful. They know me so
Pretty
well.
nice.
I
You're
defer to my alpha.
you're 5 points away from being a Sigma male, so
Keep
something
working.
to
5 points
look
away from
forward
it.
to
So
there.
grind. I should have not strongly disagreed with anything that said ambition or whatever. Okay, gotcha.
Lenny, I have a feeling you were making your way on to be an alpha male. Oh, this is to determine what kind of male you are, what between alpha
I
and
see.
omega.
I would have.
I think you
probably
were
been an
well
alpha
on your way to
male.
being an alpha male, but omega male squeaked out by 2 points.
What's
And then
that?
Mike,
No.
I think
Yeah.
Mike, you are both an alpha and a gamma male in terms of points. It doesn't give you a straight answer. Just sort of gives
What
a
is a
sort of
gamma
number
male?
rundown.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know. I haven't heard all these. I'm not
sorry.
up on
This was on a
these
psychology
evil
website.
forums.
Listen, I'm an
was on
alpha
the
male. and
psychology
It was on the
one's
psych-
talking.
Was it like none of these are real things?
I
thought it
changed
would
Man.
to
be
being an
funny,
omega.
and it was
It looks like-
evilquestions.com apparently.
It looked like it's on a chiropractic website.
Yeah.
This is a chiropractor's final exam before they can readjust a baby's spine.
Oh my god. I'm
Me?
reading
Huh?
about an omega
a
male, and
yogurt
it's
male.
so cute sounding. Too bad it's not
This
me.
is
I'm an evil alpha.
well, Psych
Ah.
Mechanics, Exploring the Human Psyche. Thank you for your 100% accurate test. For smiling.
Absolutely.
What did the
Smiling,
ghost tell you what
laughing.
kind of male you are?
And screaming.
They said I'm a gamma male, but I think I'm a grandma male. I like to knit and have my tea and watch Murder, She Wrote. There were no questions about that, though.
That's good.
Well,
I'm
you know
a
what?
both of
Well,
them.
we did 4 to 6
Hours.
to 8 full quizzes. I don't even remember how many we did.
Chat.
We did 4.
Did we answer any
Well, we
questions?
did 5. We did
Only
5.
ones that happened while doing quizzes.
Chat, I have
Did
a
five?
quiz for you. How are you doing? And did you like this?
We got
And should we
looking
do
at that.
another quiz style stream, or perhaps in the future do a different type of stream? And if so, let us know what kind of stream.
But
Yeah, let us
in
know
general,
what you...
I think we're aiming for a variety. So if we do another quiz stream, it won't be next month. But we appreciate you being here, and we hope that no matter what you're into, if you come every month, you're gonna learn about us, and you can ask about the show and ask about us, and we can all just have a good time together in different contexts.
Oh my gosh. And maybe even one time we'll play a video game for you, or maybe we just do that separately, because Lenny, Casey, and I played a little bit of the demo for Baby Steps over the weekend, and Gannon, we've got to play this game with you too.
Oh man.
I've been thinking
majorly.
about the Baby
Dude,
Steps demo since we played it, and I've tried to describe it to my coworkers who don't play video games, and I'm like, there's no point in explaining this, but that's the level of special interest that I have in this game right now. Check out Baby Steps demo. That's the Mike Rec.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yes. And Vinny says, can you stream that bottle clicker game? Is that the sit on bottle game?
It's got to be Sit on Bottle. And Vinny, you're a real
yes.
a real OG for knowing about
Sit
that
on
one.
Bottle, one of the best games ever, where all you have to do is not sit on the bottle.
Wait, what? Really? That's the...
Do you sit on the bottle or do you not sit
You're
on the
supposed to sit on it, but you don't want the bottle to go vertical because that will...
Oh.
It'll hurt you in your butt.
Okay.
In this scenario. Next time we do this, we will hopefully have it set up to our YouTube page. We will upload the VOD to YouTube afterwards. So if you're watching on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe, send us a message, thumbs up.
And call me an alpha male.
Call Eleni an alpha, and call Casey a beta. And,
That's right.
And subscribe to
Fill
this
my
horrible
DMs.
worldview that is based off of wolf
Please.
science that is not real.
Yeah.
We don't like it, and I don't like the quiz that I gave, and I like my friends, and I like to smile.
That's right.
I like to smile, I like to laugh, and I like to say thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Bonsoir.
Bye-bye.
Mwah.
Bye.